Hello. If you're watching the replay, drop me a purple heart. I don't know if this is going to work. Is this working? This might be working. Facebook is really mad at me, you guys. It seems to be working. I'm nervous to even try to start talking. Okay. I feel dumb that I'm like having this whole intro, but okay. So we're just gonna roll with this, okay? So we're just gonna hope that this works. I don't know if it will. I'm gonna give you some lessons that I've learned in my business, okay? Right now, I haven't been able to go live for like a month. I am live via my backup account that also keeps getting locked. They just keep locking my accounts. I didn't do anything. I'm gonna keep saying that. I didn't do anything. But I'm here and I keep pushing through over and over and over again. So I figured in the one live video that it lets me do, I would give you guys some tips for success just in case I can't go live again for another month, right? So for those of you who might not know me, we have a lot of new faces on our team. My name is Morgan Zambrano. I am a very classic introvert, terrified of everything, literally cried in my car yesterday because I have so much anxiety from seeing a bunch of people over the weekend, right? So I am terrified of life. And yet I've built an empire, literally built an empire. In the last 4.5 years, our team has done over $10 million in sales. And if you missed this last weekend, we killed it. We killed it. I had to go up on stage so many times for our team. It was just insane. It's just insane. And I'll cry if I talk about it too much. I'll probably cry during this video anyway, because I'm already highly emotional right now. But there's a reason that I'm here. There's a reason that a lot of us on our team are having success, and it comes down to a lot of little life lessons along the way, right? We all know, and none of these things are going to surprise you. They're not going to surprise you, but I just want to reiterate kind of what can happen when you take control of your life and you say that I'm just not stopping. I'm not stopping no matter how many things, how many obstacles are along the way. I'm just going to keep going, okay? Because that's life in general, and that's any path that you decide to take. There's going to be obstacles, right? But a lot of the time, the bigger the path, the more obstacles come in the way, okay? So let's go over some random lessons from Morgan, because Morgan's probably going to get blocked again and I won't be able to talk to you guys for a while. So lesson number 1 is a casual mindset gets casual results, okay? And you guys know, I love you where you're at. If you're here to be casual, that's okay. It's okay. But if you don't want to be casual, then stop treating it like it's casual. And I tell you that with love. I tell you that with understanding that a lot of you are scared because when you say, I'm going to go all in, that terrifies you. And I understand that because I know how scary it is to say, I'm going to build a big business. I'm going to build an empire. I'm going to change my life. I'm going to change thousands of people's lives. I'm going to change my family's future. It's scary to say those things. So instead we say, oh, it's just this small thing. Oh, it's just this side thing. Oh, it's just a silly makeup business. If you say that, it will be. You got to own it. If you want a big business, you have to treat it like it's a big business. If you want this to be your career and your future, you have to treat it that way. And I start with that because I know that it's scary to step into that. It's easier to pretend that we're casual. You can pretend that you're casual. Like I said, if you're really casual, that's okay. But if you're pretending that you're casual, you're going to stay stuck there. You have to push through that fear and say, I'm terrified to say that I'm going to build this big, but I want to. You have to want it and you have to believe it. So casual mindset gets you casual results. If you want a big business, you have to treat it like a business, okay? Number 2, how many of us get frustrated? Hello, I'm frustrated right now in this moment. But we have to turn our frustration into fuel. We have to turn our frustration into fire. We have to say, I'm going to push through no matter freaking what. I don't even care. Throw more stuff at me and I'm going to figure out another way. That's actually some other steps that I shouldn't go into. But when you're feeling frustrated, use it. Use that power. Use that, when you're feeling frustrated, you can channel that energy. You can take that energy and turn it into fire. We always talk about how People in this business usually either get excited and inspired or mad. They literally get mad. People get mad and they're like, I'm done. I am sick of this. I am sick of my life being the way that it is. I'm over it, and I'm going to do anything it takes to get to the next level. I'm going to do anything that it takes to get to where I want to go. You think that people get to the highest levels from inspiration or belief or hard work, and sometimes it just takes getting annoyed. It's like, I'm done. I'm sick of being stuck. That's how I was. That'll make me cry if I say that word. The word stuck makes me cry, because that's how I felt when I started. I wasn't inspired. I wasn't motivated. I wasn't this person that I am today. I was stuck. My life sucked. I didn't like where my life was, so I would have done anything to change it. Sorry. So take your frustration. We're all frustrated. Take your frustration and turn it into fuel, okay? Right now, I am frustrated, but I'm here talking to you because I feel this so much in my life. I'm like, just keep throwing stuff at me. I'm going to keep figuring it out, even if I'm frustrated along the way, right? Okay. This is a business one. This is an actionable tip that you can actually take today, okay? Don't do anything in private, okay? And I know that might sound a little silly, but what I mean is with your business. What I mean is with your products. What I mean is what you do, like the actual actions that you take every single day, okay? Don't do anything in private. We're building businesses on social media. Again, casual mindset gets you casual results. You want to be a business builder? Then don't do anything in private. The next time you put your lip gloss on, take a selfie and post it in your stories. The next time you do your skincare, record it and post it in your group. The next time you do your makeup, go live. You should not be using your products in private. That doesn't benefit you. That doesn't help you. If you're using your products every single day, show people, tell people, stop doing it in private. Even popping on a team Zoom. Pop on a team Zoom and you be the girl that's doing your makeup. Be the girl that's doing your skincare. Be the girl that's putting on your lip gloss. That's okay. It's okay. We want everyone on our team to understand we love these products. We use these products. Don't use them in private. When you go to dinner with a friend, re-gloss. Put your gloss on. That's okay. Put your gloss on. When you go somewhere, wear your stripes. You know, that's why we wear our stripes. These are like our calling card, right? So don't do anything in private. And again, I'm not going to go into these too much because this will be an hour-long video. That might be okay if I can't do another one, right? But when I say don't do anything in private, I want you to have that in your head, because the next time you're doing your makeup, I want you to hear me. And I want you to go, Morgan said I shouldn't just be sitting here doing my makeup. Why am I doing my makeup? I should at least be taking selfies. I should at least be recording this. I don't always use all of the content that I create, but I have a lot of it. Some of you don't know what to post today, but you're going to do your makeup today. Or you don't know what you're going to post tomorrow, but you do your makeup today. Well, if you do your makeup today and you take a before and after selfie, and you take a, before skincare and CCTM selfie, or you take a before mascara and after mascara selfie, then you have content. A lot of you struggle with creating content, but it's because you're just not using your own resource, which is your own face, okay? So don't do anything in private. But that also does include, if you're building a team, that includes when you do follow-ups, screenshot it, send it to your team, show them how you do follow-ups. When you do a party, ask if your first line wants to join, show them how you do parties. Anything you do in your business can be poured into your team. Don't do it in private, share it. Bring your girls along with you, okay? So don't do anything in private. Number 4, learn something every single day. Don't try to learn it all at once. You don't need the fire hose of information. Again, a lot of us are overwhelmed. I just had a really great conversation in one of my runners chats about overwhelm. We all feel overwhelmed. I feel overwhelmed, you guys. But when I feel overwhelmed a lot of the time when I'm trying to just do too much at once. And when you do too much at once, do you know what that actually stems from? That doesn't stem from a business building mindset. That doesn't stem from a growth mindset. That actually stems from a fear mindset. The fear mindset of, if I don't do all of this, I'm going to cry. Whew. I'm emotional today, you guys. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It stems from, if I don't do all of this at once, I might not be able to do it next week, or I might not be able to do it next month. I'm sorry, I'm so emotional, y'all. Okay, I've cried like 3 times today. But that's where it comes from. The overwhelm comes from feeling like we have to do everything today. And honestly, this is one of the things I'm actually good at in my business. I don't think I'm good at a lot of things, but I understand that I'm going to be here 2 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So I understand that I can learn something today and I don't feel like I have to immediately implement it, because I could implement it next month or 6 months from now or 5 years from now, because I know that I'm going to be here. That's my growth mindset. That's my stability. Okay. So I want you to learn something every day. I want you to get 1% better every day. I just want you to make small tweaks every day. It doesn't have to be a fire hose. It doesn't have to be, if my business doesn't boom now, it's over. If I don't make a sale today, it's over. That's not what it's like. It's not what it's like when you have that long-term business builder mindset. It takes time to build a business. Most of us here don't have a business degree or any sort of business classes. We're learning as we go. We are beginners in everything that we're doing. And so it's okay to just kind of learn things one step at a time. And when you learn things every single day and you just kind of implement 1% at a time, your growth over a year is going to be way above and beyond anyone who tries to just push through everything in a day and then gets overwhelmed. Okay. Number 5, I think I lost one. I had 10. I don't know. Number 5. This is the one that's helped me build this entire business that you see today. And it's, if you want what I have, do what I do. And I'm not talking about me. This is how I built my business. I found the top women in this company and I said, if I want what they have, I have to do what they do. So I watched them. I literally studied them and said, what are they doing? How are they getting their sales? How are they getting their downlines? I didn't watch them to consume their content. I love all of you, but I know you're like me and you watch Katie Enos because you actually enjoy watching Katie Enos, and you watch Molly Quarter because you enjoy watching Molly Quarter. But what if you watched them from a business mindset and said, what is it that they're doing? What is it that they're saying? How are they getting their customers to place their orders? How are they teaching? And then you went and did it. You went and replicated it versus consuming it as like one of their fans. You instead took it and let them, they essentially become your mentor, and they don't even know that you exist, but they're mentoring you. You can learn from the best in this business if you understand, instead of being a consumer, you're the creator and you're watching the teacher. They're the teacher for you. Do you understand that? And so I watched all of the top girls in this company and I said, what exactly is it that they're saying? What exactly is it that they're doing? Okay. And I started taking all of those little tweaks, and I literally have been able to build this team. So many of us have built this huge, amazing team that we have today just by watching other people and going, that's a really good idea. I'm going to use it. Instead of saying, oh, that works for her, it won't work for me. No. Try it, use it. All of the ideas are public. Social media is such a blessing, you guys. So if you want what I have, do what I do. So find the people who inspire you in this business and do what they do, which leads me into, this one's going to sound really harsh, but remember, these are lessons I have learned myself. Leads me into find someone you trust and don't ask questions. Okay. Again, it sounds harsh because it's coming from me, but this is the way that I believe. I watch these women who are building empires on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. And the thing is, because they're not my upline, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to ask them these little nitty gritty questions. I'm just going to say, she did this, it works for her, I'm going to do it. This terrifies me, but I'm going to do it. And so I watch them and I don't ask them questions. I just say, if she does this, I'm going to do it. If I trust her in these 5 other areas and she started implementing this, I'm going to do it. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm explaining that horribly, but it's like, I don't ask questions. If they say it's going to work, I just do it. I almost blindly follow. And I know that's such a weird thing to think in having an entrepreneur mindset, but you have to understand, if these people have built massive empires and they are doing something and you're saying, I don't think that's going to work for me. Do you trust them or do you not? Do you respect them or do you not? I literally do everything Jessie Lee Ward does. Everything. All of it. And I don't talk to her. It's just that if she implements something, I am going to implement it. I do leadership calls. I was terrified. I was terrified to do leadership calls, but I started doing them because she does them. One-on-one calls took me years to do one-on-one calls, but I started doing them because she does them. I was like, if it works for her, it can work for me. If it works for her, it can work for me. I never said it works for her, it's not going to work for me. You don't know. You're not the expert. You have to look at the experts and say, you know what? They said this is going to work, so it's going to work. Okay. So that's one of the things that I I find women that I trust, and when they do it, I do it, plain and simple. No questions asked. They tell me to jump, I jump. I don't say how high. I literally just go, okay, and I just jump. Does that make sense? Okay. This one's really popular. No, hold on. I kind of want to skip that one. Kind of. No, I'm going to say it. Okay, so I'm bouncing around. Another one is to just say yes to every opportunity. And again, the reason I kind of want to skip this one is because I feel like when I say yes to every opportunity, everybody instantly gets overwhelmed because there's so many things that you can say yes to. And I'm not saying that you have to say yes to every opportunity and then go crazy with every single opportunity. I say yes and then I lurk. I say yes and then I feel it out. I say yes and then I grab graphics from it or post ideas. Like if it's a team event, I say yes to all of them. I sign up for all of them. Anything that's a training or a mega party or a drip campaign, I join every group. Every single group that's shared, I join it. It doesn't mean that I'm going to use it every single day. I join it. I say yes to every opportunity. And what that does is it gives me more resources than anyone else in the entire company. I would almost guarantee you that I'm in more groups. I'm in more challenges. I'm connected to more people than anyone in this company. I am connected. I have the most resources because I say yes to everything. It doesn't mean that I'm in everything and that I know everything. It's just that I have literally every resource that anyone has ever offered in this company because I just say yes. I say yes to all of it, and it doesn't mean that you have to be all in. And I think that's actually the issue here. So that's another lesson to be in, is people all the time. I hear this from my leaders all the time. I will offer challenges or I will offer trainings, and they'll be like, oh no, I don't have time for that. And I'm like, you say yes, and then you have the replay forever. But if you don't say yes, maybe you don't get the link to the replay. It's like, I say yes just because then I have the resource. Maybe I never watch it, but I have it. Maybe someone else on my team needs it, so I have it. So I say yes to everything. I am like a collector of people and knowledge and resources because I say yes to everything. Does that make sense? And then another thing about saying yes to every opportunity, because this is like a double-sided thing. It's also like, if one of your leaders asks you to make a post on their team page or make a post in a mega or go live and train, you always say yes, because I don't want to say they know better than you do. I don't mean it like that, but it means that they believe in you, and you probably just don't believe in you yet. That's real talk. You probably don't believe in you yet, but your leaders, if they believe in you, they're not going to let you make a post or make a graphic or go live if they don't believe in you. So you say yes, and you say yes scared because it's going to open the door to more opportunity. This is the opposite. You say no to someone one time and you might be closing that door forever. I'm not going to say no, because if I say no even once, what if they never come back again? But what if I say yes and then I get another opportunity on top of it? Does that make sense? So I'm the yes girl because I'm never going to be the girl that says no, because they might never ask me again. So always say yes to opportunity. Another one, this is for me literally right now. This is my life. The faster you can pivot, the faster you can create success. Too many people just sit in their problems. They sit in their obstacles, and they feel the frustration and the overwhelm and the anxiety and the annoyance and the negativity, and they wallow in it. They unpack and they live there. You guys, I am telling you, if you can just feel the annoyance and then just fix it. Just fix it. Just turn it off. Just fix it. And I know this one's probably the hardest one. I know, because we are human and emotions are hard to manage. It is very hard to discipline ourselves and to cut off our emotion and say, this emotion is not helping my business. This emotion is not helping me move forward. Sitting in anxiety and overwhelm, I shouldn't use the word anxiety because that's like a real thing, but like sitting in overwhelm isn't going to help me move forward. What action can I take right now? Like, the number of people who have told me like, use a backup account or use your husband's account or use whatever. It's like, I know, trust me. I thought of 100 ideas before I even told anyone that I couldn't go live because I am sitting here going to figure it out. So I'm going live on TikTok. I'm going live on Instagram. I'm trying to go live through my business page until it locks me out again because it does. And it's like, I pivot. How quickly can you pivot? You can't post on Facebook. Can you post on TikTok? Instead, people go, oh my gosh, I can't post on Facebook. I guess I can't do anything today because they're scared to post on TikTok. And it's like, no, if you can't do something, you pivot and you do something else. So many people, I'm like, well, can you send an email campaign? And they're like, I don't know how to send an email campaign. Can you go to YouTube and Google and say how to send an email campaign? Yes. How quickly can you pivot through your frustrations and through your obstacles, okay? Being able to pivot, I know I'm like, everyone's probably thinking of Friends. I can't see any comments right now. But anyway, being able to pivot quickly through your obstacles is going to help you find success faster than the people who wallow in their issues, okay? And let's see. There is always more that can be done. Always. And this is one that I want you to hear me because this is for any level of business. This is for if you're wanting to get qualified and you're frustrated that you're not making sales, if you are wanting to rank and you're frustrated that you can't get that last person, if you're frustrated that you are going for any sort of achievement and it's just not working, or you drop mystery bags and you can't sell a single one, there's always more that can be done, okay? Always. There's some stone that hasn't been overturned, whatever. And sometimes it's either that you have too much fear to do what has to be done. So it's like, you know, when people struggle with making sales, but they never do follow-ups. And it's like they struggle with making sales, but they never go live. They struggle with making sales, but they don't post in their Instagram stories, or not Instagram. They don't post in their stories. There's always more that can be done, but fear holds you back. So you have to say, what can be done? If I wasn't scared, what could I do? And then you gotta just do it. Success is on the other side of that fear. You'll find it. And then with, I had another thought and I lost it. So anyway, there's always more that can be done. I was talking about fear. Oh, and then the other thing is talking to other people. This is another thing that I hear all the time is that we get stuck, and then instead of asking for help, we pull back and we go, man, I suck because I can't make sales. So we don't want to talk in our group chats because everyone else is doing well. Or dang it, I've done all of these things and I can't get more people to join my team. So then we pull back because we think we're not good as everybody else. And so we tend to pull back instead of just coming in and saying, I tried this, and this. What else can I do? Or I sent this message. How can I tweak it? Like coming in and asking people, but not just coming in. Here's another thing. I don't have this on my list, but negativity doesn't help anything. Negativity isn't going to help anybody push forward, okay? So instead of saying, you know, this is just a random example. Instead of saying like, nobody wants to join my team, that's not beneficial. Coming in and saying something like, I posted 3 times last week. I went live and told my story and I asked 3 people and I've gotten no bites. I don't know what else I can do. That's actionable. That's like, okay, if you've done those things, have you posted in your stories? Have you posted in old Facebook parties? Do you understand how when you actually frame it in that sort of way, someone can come in and help? And so if you list the things that you have done, and then it turns into a mastermind where you guys can actually talk together and try to move forward. And so having productive conversations, that's another one. Having productive conversations versus just emotional reactive conversations is going to help you find success. That's a major lesson is this conversation productive? How can I take everything that I'm doing and feeling and actually move forward in my business? And then the last thing, which is why we are doing what we're doing right now, is when the why is big enough, you will figure it out. When your why is big enough, you will figure it out. I am here today because this is all I have. This is it for me. I'm not going anywhere. I literally, not just is this my full-time job, but it's my husband quit his job. It pays all of our bills. I have a free car. I have all of you. You guys rely on me. I am your leader. I teach you everything. This is my life. This is everything. And so for me, my why is very big. It's easy for me to show up every single day because I know why I'm here. It's everything. It's my whole life. For a lot of you, your why is smaller. Your why is that you just want to be able to take your spouse on a surprise date night, or you want to be able to pay for groceries. But you have to understand that those things do matter, and those little things are going to push you forward. And so when you wake up every single day and you're like, man, I'm terrified to go live. I don't really know if I want to do that. But then you understand that going live is going to help you pay for that date night, or going live is going to help you buy those groceries, or help you this time of year, going to help you buy Christmas presents. Like when you understand the power of every single thing that we do and the power of pushing through those fears and frustrations and overwhelm and anxiety, it's going to help you do everything in your life and in your business. It's going to bleed over into everything, and that confidence and that ability to pivot quickly and move forward quickly and look at what other people are doing. All of this bleeds over into your actual life. Do you understand that? So many of these lessons, it's so much more than business. If you want what I have, do what I do. Do you have someone who has a better marriage than you? Look at them. Look at how they have such a great marriage. If you have someone who's a better parent than you, look at them. What are they doing? How do they speak to their kids? All of these lessons in business bleed over into life. And that's a big reason why we talk about personal development, and that this business is personal development with a paycheck. And why I talk about personal development being even more important than your skills. Because as you grow as a person, it's easier to understand all of these other things that we're talking about today. So anyway, this video is totally pointless, and it's the only video I'm probably going to be able to do, and then I'm just going to get locked out again. But I am here because my why is so big, and because I love all of you so much, and I want you to understand that even when I am frustrated, so frustrated, sorry, that I'm always going to find a way to show up. And so I want you, I cannot stop crying. And so I want you guys to understand that I know what it's like to feel these annoyances and be so annoyed, but we still show up, and it's what we do because it's worth it. In the end, it's all worth it. Everything that we do, all of these friendships that we make, all of these connections that we have, this is so much more than just selling lipstick. This is confidence. This is friendships. This is energy, unlike anything. That's why I miss going live, because this is when I have the most energy, you guys. And so all of these things, I see you and I hear you and I love all of you, and hopefully I'll be able to go live for you, but otherwise we will just keep pivoting and making it work. And I'm sorry I just talked to you probably for a long time, but I love you all. And if this is the last live video I get to do for another month, I will see you on Zoom. Bye, guys.